This is a quick video to show you how to assemble and set up your MBB SUP and Kayak trailer from Moved by Bikes. This trailer provides a versatile way to transport your SUPs and kayaks to the water with just about any bicycle or e-bike. It features a tool-free connection to the bike seat post and fat tires for rolling across sand and soft soils. The trailer is adjustable for both length and width and includes integrated paddle holders. Alright, let's get into it. Open the box and set the wheels and foam padding aside. Find the instructions and take some time to review the inside schematics. This is the guide to proper trailer assembly. Remove the rest of the components and arrange them so that you can see all the component numbers which match the numbers in the schematics. When working on concrete or wood floors, it can be helpful to flatten the top and bottom of the box to serve as a smooth work surface. The schematic shows the 3 fastener sizes used in the trailer. Open the bag with the fasteners and sort them by size to ensure the assembly goes smoothly. The fastener bag also includes an Allen key and 10mm wrench to complete the installation if you don't have these tools. Follow the schematic starting with Step A. This step sets the width of the trailer immediately. In the narrow setting, the trailer has 17 inches inside the metal tubes of the frame. In the wide setting, it has 22 inches. Use the narrow setting to fit through narrow doors and pathways, the wider setting if you just want to carry more stuff and don't have access limitations. Note the fastener size here is 35mm for this step. Be sure to use the right size. Use the innermost holes of tube number 1 for the narrow setting, the outermost holes for the wider setting. We'll use the narrow setting here. Be sure to use the same setting for both the front and rear cradles. The nuts should be on the bottom of the cradles so that they don't damage boats or boards. Step B is a little tricky, so study the schematic carefully. The triangle plates are attached to inside of tube number 3 and then secured to tube number 4. Note the different fastener sizes used here and fastener orientation, with nuts always on the outside of the trailer. Step C mates tubes number 2 and number 4 and forms the base of the trailer frame. Step D mates the lower brace of the tow bar tube number 5 to the lower connection point of the frame. This connection can be left loose for now. Step E and F add tube number 6 to the trailer frame using one of the paddle hooks. The paddle hooks have molded-in features to receive the fastening nuts. You can use the fastener itself to position the nuts in the hook. Slide tube number 6 down into tube number 2, line up the holes, and tighten with the bolts going into the paddle hook. Step F mates tube number 6 on the opposite side of the trailer, just using 2 fasteners since there isn't a paddle hook on the other side. Step G is another tricky connection, so study the schematics carefully. Tube number 5 is slid over tube number 6 and then sandwiched between 2 triangle plates, with tube number 3 tied in as well. This is where the trailer really starts to take shape. Step H adds the second paddle holder to the trailer, similar to Step E, but without mating any tubes together. Step I mates the front number 8 tubes to the tow bar assembly number 9. Here it is important to match the width setting that you used in Step A, the first step. Flipping the trailer upside down at this point is helpful, as we will slide the front tow bar assembly into the rest of the trailer frame. This is also where the trailer length will be set. In the longest setting, the trailer can hold boards and boats up to about 14 feet, while in the shortest setting, it handles boards up to about 10 feet. There are multiple settings between the 2 extremes, so you can interpolate to match the length of your watercraft as appropriate. Generally, you want to use the shortest length you need to maintain maximum maneuverability. Slide the number 8 tubes into the upper number 5 tubes. They will need to slide in together so as not to bind. If you're doing this alone, consider putting the trailer up vertically to make it easier to slide the front assembly into the rest of the frame. The first set of holes is the longest setting, the second to last is the shortest. Step J shows setting the length for both the upper tubes, number 8 and number 5, as well as the lower brace tubes, number 7 and number 5. We already set the upper tubes, so now we can set the lower tubes to match. You can simply count holes from the front to match the setting. Step K makes the final connection of the trailer by connecting the upper tow bar, number 8, to the lower brace bar, number 7. While the trailer is upside down, it's the perfect time to install the wheels. The pins come with a strap lanyard that is looped around the frame to prevent loss. Insert the wheel axles into the number 4 tubes and secure with the pins. We recommend starting with a tire pressure of 10 psi and adjusting from there if needed. With everything fit together, this is the time to go through the entire trailer and tighten every fastener. Make sure they are all snug, but be careful not to over-tighten, as this can crush the tubes and make it impossible to adjust or disassemble later. To install the foam padding, begin by arranging the pieces by size on the ground, as shown here. Start with this piece that goes on the bottom of the rear cradle. The reflective tab should face the rear of the trailer. Start by installing one end on the straight portion of the bar and then slide it around the curve before finishing the rest. Next, we can grab the piece for the front cradle, which does not have reflective striping. The lower and upper tow bars, number 5, use the same size padding, so we can install the lower ones now. The wheel tubes, number 4, have 2 short pieces of foam with no reflective stripes, and they go on either side of the wheels. This is a good spot to flip the trailer over and drop the tow bar to support the front end. Drop the tow bar by loosening the plastic knob several turns. You may need to jiggle the bar to release the fastening pin. Once free, it will swing down and you can retighten it in the vertical position to support the front end of the trailer. With the trailer upright, the rear vertical tube number 2 has a relatively short piece of padding with reflective stripes on 2 sides to face both the side and rear of the trailer. The front vertical tube number 3 padding has a single reflective stripe that should face the side of the trailer. Finish it all off with the padding on tube number 5. And finally, tube number 6 on the top. The kit also comes with 2 triangle pads to cover the lower portion where the regular padding won't fit. These secure to the frame with the included stretch cords. Attach the trailer to any bike with a 25 to 34 millimeter seat post. We don't recommend clamping to carbon fiber posts, and if you have a suspension post or dropper post, it's possible the clamp could inhibit the post's function, so definitely proceed with caution. To install, loosen the thumb screw on the clamp, swing it open and around your seat post, close it back onto the post, and swing it closed to tighten the clamp thumb screw. It's that simple. There's also a pin that serves as a pivot on the hitch mechanism. Simply pull this pivot pin to quickly release the trailer from the hitch without having to undo the clamp. The hitch can also be mounted to horizontal tubes and where clearance is available to an MBB rear rack mount from our longboard racks or our moped racks. This is particularly useful on small frames or long-tail cargo bikes. The tow bar has multiple positions which allow the bar to be angled down to accommodate bikes with small frames or rear racks. Make sure the fastener pin is lined up before tightening into a set position to avoid damage to the clamping mechanism. Swing the tow bar to the vertical position for loading and unloading the trailer, using it as a hand cart or just for storage when not in use. At this point, the trailer is ready to go. Stack boards or boats into the trailer on edge and arrange to fit as best you can. The trailer is designed to handle loads up to 110 pounds when the weight is balanced over the trailer wheels. Use the included webbing straps to secure the boards into the trailer. We recommend arranging the straps to pull the boards to one side to prevent shifting during riding. Load your paddles by placing them into the paddle hooks and securing them with the rubber straps. Hook the loaded trailer up to your bike and you're ready to roll. The trailer is relatively easy to pull, but takes turns extremely wide due to its long length. Start with it on a straightaway first and watch your turns closely till you get the hang of it. The hitch allows the bike to be turned up to 90 degrees from the trailer, allowing for turns in surprisingly tight spaces. If you've watched all of this and you still have questions, Send us an email or give us a call. We love hearing from our customers and want to be sure you get your setup dialed for your adventures. Thanks for watching.